Hi guys. So I haven't made a video in a while. I've been pretty busy working, but today I wanted to take the time out to say, first of all, thank you to my subscribers. I've made it to my 50. I've actually got 53. So yay, I'm excited. I can actually upload videos from my phone. That's the first thing. And then the next thing is I wanted to talk about some things just really quickly, not too long of a video, just about some things that are on my mind. All Things Considered is the name of the show. And so, something that they've been talking about for the last few weeks is abortion and crossing the state lines. Now, I really think it's crazy how we have come to 2022 and we are still talking about crossing state lines for abortion. Now, I was listening to the show and they were talking about Kansas City, like being able to approve medical stuff. And I think they're trying to approve Medicare for the women out of state that are coming in. And let me back up because I'm saying women, but there was one particular person that made it to the show that they were talking about, and it was a 12-year-old girl. Now, I don't know which way to lean on this because abortion should be a choice. Some people are just not made for children, and some children should not be forced to be made adults by having children. So that brings me to the topic at hand. The girl that's 12 years old traveling to Kansas to get an abortion done. We don't know what situation that really is, like what took place, what happened, why did she end up pregnant at such a young age, but I do believe that she should have the right to choose if she wants to become a parent at such a young age. I mean, I was 18 when I had my first child, and even that was young. So I could only imagine a 12-year-old. So, for one, I want to say, well, hey, congratulations, Kansas, for standing up for your state and also to be able to like stand up to Congress and still help other women from out of state to come to your state and have abortions. That's pretty scary. But all of this politics makes me think of The Handmaid's Tale. Makes me think of that. Like the government's getting into a position where they can tell us if we can have children or we can't have children, if we should or we shouldn't. And I don't think that's anybody else's right or anybody else's business. In particular, again, because of our age. I'm 40, so I can handle another child, but a 12-year-old, I don't know about that. And again, we don't know what situation this is coming from, so we have to really think about that. But I wanted to put that out there because I mean, I hope that other women and other young girls are watching or get to watch my video and at least open up their brain to start thinking about this because they're the ones who are going to have to change our future. We're already, if you're my age and above, we don't have too much of a chance to change it, but the younger crowd, the younger generation definitely does have an opportunity to change these things. So, again, Kansas City, making it legal to come into their state and have abortions for the women that are in need of this and in need of the care also. Definitely, definitely something to really talk about and consider and really think about because, again, how's someone else going to tell us if we can have children or we can't have children? So that was one thing that I wanted to talk about, just to put it out there real quick. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today. So also heard about this on NPR News. Gas prices. Gas prices are dropping. Apparently now in Texas, the cheapest gas is $3.35. It's been dropping 85 cents since June, which I've heard interviews here and there, and people are talking about, yeah, it's good, and yeah, it's helping our economy. Yes, it's helping, inflation and stuff like that. And I think gas prices dropping do help us, but I don't know if they're going to help us as much because rent's going up, the bills are going up, soda's going up, food's going up. Again, I think I've talked about this in one of my other videos. What is that called? The fertilizer. Fertilizer for the farming, that's pretty high. So how does gas prices going down help us? I guess it helps our pockets and stuff like that. Help us keep the money. to pay for other things. But I think we probably need to start looking at inflation and what can we do to bring the cost of living down, because we are at an ultimate high. I mean, I just met somebody that's paying $900 rent for one bedroom, and that's like, it blew my mind. I'm just like, whoa, the cost of living is so high right now. So, yay for gas prices going down. Hopefully, they can still drop. Then the next thing I want to talk about is, here's a fun fact, guys, for my movie watchers. $90 million on Batgirl, and it won't be released. So I was listening to this too on NPR News. I love NPR News. Shout out to NPR News. All things considered, I love that show, talk show on the radio. Really opens me up to really think about these things that they talk about. And they talk about a variety of things on there. It's not just one thing. It's not just politics. Also talk about UFOs. They talk about all kinds of stuff. The movie. $90 million on Batgirl. They made some good points when they were talking about this on the radio show. So they were saying that, so-and-so's coming back to play Batman. This girl's playing Batgirl. There was a transgender role in there. All these things. But when they screened the movie, it only made a 30. So someone decided to go ahead and cancel the movie because they can write it off. So you can spend $90 million on a movie and then decide that you're not going to air it. That blew my mind. I know most people are like, what, Batgirl? It's not coming out? Oh, man. Let's take a step back. 90 million on something that's not going to air at all. We don't get to see it. Not a clip, not nothing. That is mind-boggling to me. How do you spend that much money on a movie, making the movie, paying the actors, making the budget, even the advertisement for this movie? I'm guessing you had to advertise it a little bit if you have a screening for it and you have a grade for it. $90 million on a movie that's not going to show. It's mind-boggling to me. But yeah, mind-boggling. 90 million on a movie that's not going to air. So anyway, just kind of like touching on certain things here that I wanted to get you thinking about. It's not really a big discussion because I can't really talk to anyone here. I'm just putting on a video, but I want you to think about it. Open up your brain and, kind of like food for thought. The last thing that I really wanted to talk about was Nancy Pelosi. So this is a congresswoman. And again, give me your opinion, give me your facts, give me your information, because I don't know everything. I just listen to the radio. I write down the stuff that I want to talk about, and then I put it on this YouTube. So she visited Taiwan, and apparently it's a big deal. Someone did an attack or something. And again, school me, like put it on my comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what it is. Tell me the truth behind this story, because I really wasn't all into it. I didn't do research on that one. But she visited Taiwan, and it's a big deal. Apparently, ever since we had the war and stuff, I don't know. Something happened. Something went on there that we're not too sure about, and we're not talking about in detail. But again, tell me what it is. Put it on the comments. Let me know. I want to know what's going on there. Again, I've been listening to KGOU, All Things Considered, and they were also talking about NASA launching investigations for US UFOs. So all of these things are here and there and everywhere, but I just kind of put little things together of what I thought was interesting in this show, mainly because I wanted to put out the show. The show is called All Things Considered, and it's on KGOU, NPR News. Really good show. That's where I heard about the Kansas City and the abortions and the things that are going on, the women crossing state lines and stuff like that. That's probably the biggest one that I've heard about, been hearing about it. That and the mass shootings. The mass shootings have also been on my mind lately because we don't know exactly how to change that. And I think these two topics in particular, I would love to see your comments on them. What do you think? What should we do? What should we be doing here? Are we wrong to even think the way we're thinking? Are we wrong to want to have abortion be legal? for the ones that want it to be legal? And are we wrong for wanting it to, not to be legal? For all the states that have banned abortion, I mean, how do you feel about that? I personally gave you my opinion. I think it's wrong. I think we should have a pro-choice. I think we should have a choice because not everybody's meant to be a mother. And I mean, again, you don't know the circumstances, right? You don't know what's happening. You don't know what they're doing. And then with the mass shootings, I mean, God, you have this anti-abortion in your state, but then you have this other, and I know they don't go hand in hand. They don't go hand in hand. But then you have this other law that allows you to carry a weapon. And so to me, it's like killing and killing. So you don't want the women to be able to choose if they want to have an abortion, but you want to have every individual be armed and ready to be in a gunfight. I don't know. I'd rather have my choice. And I mean, I don't take away the gun laws, but we have to change something here. It's not working. Like, even the abortion laws, you taking away that choice is not going to help us because now you're having women travel outside of the state. And then when you talk about guns and you take into consideration these laws and these guns, and like, you're going to have a lot of people travel that already have weapons going to different states to do things that they should be able to do in their own home state. What do you think that's going to do? For me, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, if somebody from Oklahoma wants to travel to Kansas City to do an abortion, and say they take their brother, uncle, and cousin, and they just happen to have guns, and they go to Oklahoma or to Kansas City, the gun laws are different there, right? Mix it all up and see what you get. To me, it doesn't seem like a good combination at all. For women, it sucks. Really sucks. Because they should not be able to tell us if we should have kids. And for men, the gun laws, I mean, I guess it's great. You have your freedom to choose to carry a weapon. My friend was just talking about that today. She carries, I mean, she's a woman, and I mean, she feels protected. But something that I told her is like, how do you know that the other person doesn't feel threatened by you? I may not even be that familiar with a gun, but if I see you with a gun, I'm going to feel threatened. So now I'm just going to do something to you because I feel threatened by your gun. And if you have a scared person on their side of this gun, what's the outcome of that? 9 times out of 10, when a person is afraid for their life, they're more liable to do or commit a mistake than they are to defend themselves. I think the people that are not that much afraid are the ones that can actually handle the gun and, without the pressure and stuff like that. But the ones that are afraid, they're liable to make a mistake. They're liable to shoot that gun in a mistake, thinking that their lives are in danger, when in reality, they don't really have to be. And then when you throw that in the mix, traveling to different states just to have abortions, I don't know what that would do. We already have all these kids, growing up thinking it's okay to go shoot a school, and it's most definitely not. Not okay to go shoot a school. Not okay to go shoot someone just because they make you mad. Not okay because you're not okay to make someone else's life not okay. It's just not okay. And I feel that way about abortions as well. All these senators and Congress people and politicians that are making these laws, it's just not okay until you figure out or you find yourself in a similar situation where you're having to talk to your daughter or your cousin or your niece or whomever about abortion, and then you realize that you can't force them to have a child. Number one, physically, it's putting their health at risk sometimes. We don't know it until they go through the screenings and stuff like that, and then we find out if they're having a healthy pregnancy or not. But at 12 years old, and it sucks to say and have to talk about it, but if you have one 12-year-old that's having a baby, what makes you think you don't have others that are having babies? I mean, let's really, food for thought. Let's really think about it. What makes you think that there's no other children having children? That's the thing that I worry about. Older women, I think that we choose and we're very aware of our situations, but younger women, younger ladies, I just don't think it's fair to them. And that's just my 2 cents, guys. Again, this is just a really quick video. Just wanted to put something out there, let you know, hey, I appreciate my subscribers. I will keep making my shorts. I will keep making my game videos, and I will keep making these videos. Just keep following me, keep subscribing, guys. I appreciate it. I'm so excited to make my first video off my phone. I will definitely let you know when I stream off my phone, because I am so thankful for you subscribing to my video. But I just wanted to make a short video, get your mind thinking on some things. You know, you want to talk about that Bat movie, Batgirl? Let me know what you think about that. I think it was a waste of $90 million. $90 million, guys. That could have went anywhere else. You can use that to like place homeless people into a better community, into little tiny homes, invest in the tiny homes project. I don't know, do something different rather than make a movie that's not going to show, and then all you're going to do is write it off. $90 million to write off? At least show the movie. I mean, even if it sucks, at least show it. I mean, don't just make it just to make it for the sake of paying people out and then say you're going to write it off. It kind of sounds like you're cheating me out of something. I don't know what, because I didn't pay for it. But it's got to be cheating somebody out of something, right? I mean, it's crazy. Anyways, guys, yeah. So, Kansas City, thank you so much. 59% voted to keep the abortion legal in state. Forgot to say that, but more power to Kansas City. Kansas State, thank you for voting to keep it legal. It's really crazy that we're in 2022 and we're going against that. And it was how many years ago that we went through this? And I thought we won, but I guess we didn't, because now we're back to no abortions are legal. Yeah, that right there punched me in my guts. But yeah. So anyway, guys, NPR News, all things considered, KGOU. Listen to them sometimes. Comes one of the hosts. She hosts from Culver City, California. And I forgot where the other one is, but I mean, this is stuff that we hear on daily news. This is stuff we read about. And for the people that don't like to read or watch the news, it's really good to listen to a radio show and get your brain thinking. Get us thinking. This is just food for thought, guys. Feel free to leave me your comments and your information. School me on some of this stuff. I don't mind learning things. Oh, one last thing, guys. So I was also listening, and they were saying Oklahoma has 2,400 dispensaries. California has 900. That's another thing, food for thought. Why does Oklahoma have 2,400 dispensaries, and California, as big as it is and as well known as it is for the weed, 900? That makes me think. But what is your thoughts on it? What are your 2 cents on this? Share with me, please. Leave it on your comments. And again, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it so much. I'll keep making my shorts, and I'll let you know when I upload my first stream off my phone. Yay! Thank you so much, guys. Talk to you later.